offered the Faces of Death collection to the first person to be able to correctly predict 3 celebrity deaths, 3 out of 3. And yesterday, one of my picks died.
Yeah, I know. The minute I saw it, I thought, oh, Drew's in the lead.
Rose Kennedy.
With the guy with Byron McGregor.
They scrolled the screen at the bottom of whatever I was watching with news from Massachusetts. I knew immediately what it was. As soon as they said 104-year-old Rose Kennedy's at scrolling, I knew she was dead.
Yeah, you're right.
And I had to restrain myself from going,
yes! I know, it changes everything. There's no remorse, there's nothing. There's no grief, there's no feeling of oh, gee, that's too bad. It's just, right.
Well, in her case, come on, she's 104. What kind of a life could she have possibly had?
Hell, like a year ago, I saw a picture of her in the Enquirer, and oh, Christ, I mean, she's in a wheelchair with just tons of blankets on her, and oh, man, it looked as if there would be things oozing from every orifice.
And now...
And that's why they had to put all those blankets on there to hide all the leakage.
Like the people addicted to cats?
Yeah.
Who are bleeding from every orifice in their body.
God, that's another subject. Did you read that article?
In Rolling Stone?
No, the one in the paper yesterday.
You know, it was almost the same article that was in Rolling Stone. It described the guys in the UP who...
Oh, yeah,
the guy broke the recipe for cat out of the University of Michigan vault, or some pharmacy vault or something?
Hart Davis. This guy named McPhee. We're rummaged around there. That's a whole other subject.
That is so bizarre.
Oh, I know it.
But anyway, let's find out who else has Rose Kennedy and who else is in their death pool.
So you were excited.
And it is important to know that the guy who actually predicted Byron McGregor in his death pool did not have Rose Kennedy.
Okay, that's good.
He had Nancy Reagan and Katharine Hepburn, which are excellent
Nancy
picks.
Reagan, yeah. Although Nancy Reagan, no, that's...
Those are his other two. Besides Byron McGregor.
I don't think Nancy's
going to go. Nancy's going to live a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, who else has Rose? There were 10 people that had Rose Kennedy. Out of all these faxes, just 10 people had Rose Kennedy.
Wow.
Well, she was a late pick. People forgot about her.
They did.
And then someone called her at the last minute, and a lot of people followed up with her as a pick.
I thought about adding her to my list, but then I was so confident that Jimmy Stewart and Reagan and Ronald and all that, I just figured,
those are good picks, too.
Yeah.
I don't have some of these people's last names. I have their phone numbers, so we'll get in touch with them. But this guy is Rose Kennedy, and then he's really down on the Kennedy family. He also has Ted in there. and Howard Cosell. He figures the death of Rose is going to, send Ted onto a terrible drinking binge, and he's going to drive into the drink again, and this time he'll be too old to swim out.
There you go. That's not a bad lineup.
Okay.
With Howard Cosell, because Howard's almost finished.
The lineup. I'll send Ted Kennedy and Rose Kennedy and Howard Cosell up against right-handers against left-handers.
This guy will be just so out of his mind to win, he'll put a hit out on Ted. Who else, Dad?
Let's see, another guy has, besides Rose, he has Bob Hope and Julia Child.
Julia Child?
Ah, interesting. Julia, she's up there. She rarely appears in public, too.
Mm-hmm.
She could, burn herself.
Yeah, that's just it. Cut her arm off or something.
Accidentally. All right. Let's see, who is Rob Kress? Rob Kress is the Channel 7 weather guy. That's an unfortunate pick.
That's terrible.
He's got Lyme disease, and he hasn't been on TV in a couple of years.
But you know what? He's coming back.
I apologize for not knowing. And the Queen Mother. That's a good pick. Very good
she's
pick.
a sitting duck.
Okay, Rob Kress is not going to die.
No, actually, he's coming out of that.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
It looks like the last time we saw him, they did a story on him. Bad news for Debbie, but...
Yeah. Bill Bonds likes him. Yeah.
Let's see. Coleman Young and Dean Martin.
Okay.
With Rose Kennedy. Yeah, who
that's a good one. That's pretty good.
Somebody from L&L Commercial Carpentry.
Plug.
Ding, ding.
Yeah. That's not a bad... That's a good list there.
Let's see. I gotta do some serious flipping through these pages. Well, that's a good starter group. Just a little cross-section of the people who have selected Rose Kennedy in their personal death pools. And I think, rather than saying, yes! Because some people are kind of excited when the person in your death pool dies. I think it's important, too, to note a little Rose Kennedy family history here. Go along and make sure that
Forget
people
about
know
the fact that when I saw you this morning, you're, yes!
Our thoughts and prayers are with the Kennedy family in this terrible time of tragedy. Rose Kennedy, this is funny now, I always just think of John and Robert as the two assassinated kids. She had two other kids that died. Joseph Kennedy Jr. was killed in a plane crash during World War II, and Kathleen Kennedy died at the age of 28 in a plane crash as well. So that's amazing. 4 of her kids out of 9 died. And then there's
deaths.
There's a mentally retarded kid in the Kennedy family who lives in a home.
Oh,
no, it's not Ted.
Okay.
Hey, in fact, this one would be a good pick. Rosemary Kennedy, the retarded kid, is... Oh. She's almost 80.
That's
to go with the total Kennedy band.
So there's a retarded 8-year-old woman?
Yeah, she's retarded. She's not a kook. She's retarded.
Yeah, she's retarded in 80?
77.
Oh, sitting duck.
Sitting duck. That's a little bit of Kennedy family history.
Died over the weekend at the ripe old age of 104 in Boston.
She's in my death pool.
Yes, I know she is.
In my death pool.
The matriarch of the Kennedys endured her husband's penchant for fooling around, gave him 9 children. One of them became president, but was killed. Another nearly became president and was shot down before he had a chance. 2 others died in plane crashes. She supposedly was unaware of the tragedy of Teddy's life for only a surviving son.
How could she be unaware of the tragedy of Teddy's life? That goes back to 1969,
I know,
for
but
Christ's sake. She
supposedly
only would have been 79 now.
Yeah, but I know, but supposedly they would not tell her what happened.
Oh, how could she not
Well,
find
but you know,
that
they
out?
always look through rose-colored glasses. You know, it's like their son. You know what I mean?
Rose saw Teddy through rose.
Oh, that's true. That was
glasses.
accidental. That was
Right.
accidental.
Okay.
It's just like all these things where, like, you know, somebody could kill somebody. Oh, my son would never do that.
Yeah, but to not
don't see
know about it?
Supposedly.
Come on.
Supposedly. Her only strength. Through all of the agony, though, Mrs. Kennedy's pillar of strength was her faith.
I'm so that if God took away everything else from me, that if he still left me faith, I'd be perfectly resigned because I'd know that he'd always take care of me.
Now that's Mike's commentary on the matriarch of the Kennedy family.
My comment
He
is,
was letting loose through the whole thing. It was a shame, really.
my comment is, yes! I feel for the family.
Yep. Who else is on your list? Who have you got also on your list? You got Rose, and who's the other two?
It's someone's mother.
I know. I
Teddy
said,
Kennedy's
yes!
mother, but it's
I feel for the family. I've got Richard Pryor and Courtney Love.
Oh, well,
that's
Courtney's in trouble, so maybe she'll commit suicide.
Yeah, maybe so.
Hope make you a winner.
Yeah.
That thought is, yes! I feel for the family.
God, that's the Kennedy family.
No, I feel a little guilty about
See,
that.
we've turned sadness into joy, haven't we?
Yes.
Yes, we have.
Yes!